Hey, I'm Crazy Cephalopoda. We're playing Niche, a game about genetic survival. And occasionally, when possible, we like to talk about biology. So, we're gonna start today. We have a little family here. Oh, that one's real close to dying. Luckily, it looks like most of ours are okay. These two are definitely not living long. But it made me think of something last time. We saw that we can come across new species or new individuals of our species, and we can invite them to join our little community. And by joining our community, we can mate with them. But we didn't discuss something last time, which is mate selection in animals. Now, normally when you're reproducing, your goal is to find someone who's fit, someone who has the right adaptations, who's healthy, who's going to produce good young. And last time, we didn't necessarily look at who it was we were inviting into our community, and we ended up inviting somebody whose traits are quite different from ours. So, if we look at this one, I believe this is one that we invited, and we had offspring with them. We have a couple issues here. Mainly, where is it? They're kind of different. It does have the home island immunity that we need, but the traits are very different from the ones that we started with, right? Notice the snout's a lot different. It's not as long as what we started with. The paw's slightly different. Other things are slightly different here as well, like the ears. It's just a weird looking one. I wonder if we keep doing this, if we keep reproducing and we keep picking traits that aren't the original ones that we started with, can we get to where we are so far along the genetic line that we have changed which species that we are, or we're no longer genetically compatible with our home species? That's just something for us to consider as we continue to play. So today our goal is we're on this big island. I'd like to go here and move to the next island this direction, which means we've got a lot of land to cover. So we need to get started. I'll go ahead and make it to where we're smelling things just so we can travel quickly. I wonder what that is. It's not a nest. This one is dead as soon as I hit go to the next day. Along with this one too. What's wrong with this one? Infected by leech, what? Remove the parasite and lick to stop the bleeding. Geez, I had no clue that was a thing. This one has a cold, so we need it to stay away from everybody else. That's not good. Alright. We're gonna move here. We're just trying to get to where there's food now. I haven't seen hardly any food around here. I want that one to stay away since it's sick. Alright, these two are gonna die. And they did. I don't think we're terribly surprised by that happening now. We really need to find food. That's what we need now. More than anything. Good, okay. We found some. Alright. We probably need to reproduce. So we'll go ahead and mate. Looks like there's a nest down here. We definitely don't want to get to where all of our organisms are getting so old that we're not reproducing, because when you have less young organisms, you don't have as many to replace the old population, and that means that your population is slowly declining. We don't want that. So reproduction is pretty high on our priority list. Alright. So we'll have a new one. What did we end up having? Let's see. I believe we can change the names of these things. So I remember somebody asked at one point in time that I changed the names to something else. So this is now Chris. There you go, friend. That's Chris. Well, good. We need to kind of continue on our journey here. Okay, so we're slowly making our way this direction because that's where we need to be going. And we're gonna kill that thing. Time moves slow and fast at the same time somehow in this game. Let's check on everybody. That one is sick. They're both fairly young. We're gonna mate. We actually do have enough nesting material that we can create a nest. Let's go ahead and get them set up. Okay, we need to start moving these that direction. But the youngest one can really only move one step a day, so... we don't want to leave them behind. It seems cruel. Alright, next day. Zoom out a bit so you can see. Now they're both sick because I put them together. We talked about this last time, about how when animals are sick, you know, population is high density and there's animals next to each other. When one is sick, everybody gets sick. That's the problem that we've created. So there's our newest young over here. Let's call this one Elsa. I was asked to do that too. There you go. You've got Chris and Elsa. Slowly trying to get to where we need. But it does take a long time for us to move from place to place. We'll have them mate again. That would just be good. So that eventually we can keep reproducing. Because these older ones, they get old quickly. Those two are sick, right? We've just spread it to the baby. Things are not good for us. But such is life, right? That's really how it works. We're super low on food. That's not good. All right. Priority number 1. We need to get food. Okay, just getting a bunch of food right now, and hopefully that helps us. The problem with increasing our population size is it increases our need for resources, right? So the more young we have, each of them costs an amount of food. So right now we have 6, so 6 food every day that we have to have, which means we probably need to be careful about moving around. Now the good news is one just died, right? So that will help open up the resources a little bit for us. But that's not a long-term solution. You can't just wait for your older population to get, you know, to die. It's not easy. All right. Kind of just looking around for food resources right now. Okay, so she's pregnant. She's going to have offspring. I want her to have a chance to do that. We're barely making it in terms of how much food we're getting every day. That's not good. Good news is it doesn't look like anybody's super sick right now. I mean, it's sad that that's our baseline of comparison, right? Nobody died last night. Nobody was sick last night. Alright. Let's start making our way where we need to go. It's going to take us probably a couple days to get over to that island so we can leave. But that's what we want. What is this? Wow, this one looks quite different from the ones that we have. Okay, I'm going to offer it food to join our tribe. We now have a new one who obviously has quite different traits than us. So, same thing, same basic body structure. They have really bushy fur and horns. Interesting. Let's change the name of this one. You can be Svindle. There we go. We'll use them to gather some more resources. Remember, every time that we increase the size of our population, we have need of more food. That's our problem. I wonder if we can smell anything. There is food nearby. Where'd that little rabbit go? Oh, it's right over there. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We gotta slowly make our way this direction. I say slowly, but I would like to do it and it not take that long. We're kind of just orienting ourselves in the direction that we need to be going anyway. Can you believe it's already been, what, 35 days in game? Kill that rabbit. That helps us. Seems like killing stuff definitely gives us more food than not. Kind of hard to see in this game, so I like to switch between the different views. What is that? What is that? How did I miss this thing? I don't want you to attack it. It's a peaceful bear. We don't want to attack it. We want to leave it alone. Do unto others and all that jazz, right? All right. We're kind of in our little family unit. We're so close to being able to move to the next area. Now the problem is that one is going to die. That one's pretty close as well. It may be good for us to, at some point here, reproduce. So those two just reproduced. We'll have them reproduce as well. The problem is that we need either a nest, which is what she's sitting on, or we need to build our own. We're getting there. We're so close to leaving. That bunny has nowhere to go. Just making it impossible for that little bunny to get out of there. All right. So that one died. You know what? Let's just get out of here. We're so close. Do we have to be standing right here? So somebody who hasn't used all their action points has to click it. Let's travel. Let's go to the next place. I don't know if there's like an end goal. Like how many times do we have to do this before we get back to where we came from? That's what we want to know. All right, let's see where we're at now. We've come to a new island. To go in either direction, we've got to go quite a ways. So it looks like we need to travel up here. Why don't we try to go straight this time? Just to see what we see. It looks like the environment's different too. So notice that the habitat's getting more complex. We've got different types of habitat now. Different plants, different, I'm assuming, organisms. So lots of different things we could expect to maybe see in these different areas. All right, so let's check on our current population. That one's not long for this world. Everybody else seems relatively healthy. And it seems like our females, excluding one, now all of them, they're all pregnant, which is good. So I know if we lose a couple, we will be able to have more. Ooh, I guess there's like fish. I wonder if we can fish. I see the fish population moves. I can't tell if we got fish or not. We really need to get out of here to get back on land. I don't know what the squishy sound is. Is that us walking in mud? I mean, I guess I appreciate the sound. What is that? Infected by a leech. Oh no. So we need to stop the bleeding and get rid of that leech. Gross. I didn't even realize that's what that was. You think that's what that sound is? We are hearing leeches get on them? We want out of here. That's not good. The other problem is that we're gonna run out of food if we're not careful. Is that everybody from our little community? We had another one. Cute. Huh. Well, I'm gonna call it here. We've made it to the next island, and you know, so far we don't all have a cold or the flu, and we're not all dying like we were last time. So we are slowly trying to change our reproductive strategy just a little bit. We don't need to needlessly reproduce because we are doing okay. Now we can focus maybe more on, we'll start to pay more attention next time to the mutations that they have. We'll pick some genes for these new ones who are young. Maybe we'll look at the family tree a little bit more to try and see what we need to keep doing to get back home. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. And if so, feel free to like and subscribe. And otherwise, have a great day.